Top 20% of ranked players on Dueling Nexus. What an interesting little concept of a deck here. We have Blue-Eyes Chaos Maxu OTK, and this is probably the most basic thing that you're going to see all year in terms of deck design. So, make sure that you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on more sweet, excellent content by me, Mario. Nah, just Robbie. All right. So what's our spice here? So Justin Sneaker sent this in and said, currently in the top 20% of Dueling Nexus ranked with some Dogmatica and Nibbly spice. Link Disciple can sack off incantations for a draw, and Nibbly gives the 0 defense that you need to kill and prevent Nibiru here. Now, I did make one quick change to this list because one thing that I found that we were doing was we were not, in fact, playing the Secure Gardener. And that kind of triggered me a little bit because in terms of stepping over, so you normal summon the Ibly here, you can step over the Ibly on into the Almirage, on into the Secure Gardener, which you're actually going to need. Same thing with the Secure Boy here, one Cyber Link Monster. So you can actually make the Link Disciple, chug out the Link Disciple, and then make the Secure Gardener here in pretty much the same fashion. So you'll be able to step through so we can load on up for the Maximus here. Because that's going to be, Maximus is going to be our like sub-enabler here. So, Justin Sneaker, what is this? This is beautiful. Now, I do want to say a disclaimer here. I have ran into this very basic engine multiple times throughout my Duel Monsters career. I think it's very important that you understand that people playing online like basic stuff. I've seen the entire Xian Spy with this. You can actually Xian Spy over one of your incantations as well. I'm actually surprised that we don't like have a side deck put together like Xian Spies in it, because any of these incantations with a Chaos Max over them is game as well. All right, so like I said, I played against somebody recently on stream, and they did this to me. They incantationed, over, or she inspired me the incantation, and then they OTK'd me with Chaos Max. I'm just sitting there going, really? I just got OTK'd by this jank? That's literally my response. So yes, this deck does exist, and it's an interesting little creature. All right, so some cute little interactions here. So we have triple copies of Dogmatica Maximus. So you can banish a Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link monster from graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. Alright, you know what this is going to do? We're going to get to drop Heralds. We're going to get to drop some Skull Knights or Initises. You have infinite volume of things that you're going to drop with this. You're going to get your search off of the Herald here, which will further get to your tutoring for what you need. Yeah, it's actually pretty freaking cute. All right, so this is our heart and soul. Now, you're not playing the Ecclesia, because the Ecclesia will involve a special summon, and I kind of feel like playing the Ecclesia on the floor just bulks down the deck even more, and that's not what you want to do. Alright, now our incantations, we have the one bookstore here. Reveal spell for ritual from your hand, special summon both this card from your hand and incantation from the deck. If this card is special summoned from the deck, you get to take a ritual spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Same thing with this one though, but this one's going to add the ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Whichever one of these you want. Pencil Plume here. Target a ritual monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. Talos Mandra adds the ritual monster from the deck to the hand. Alright, so we have basic recycling in all aspects here for the deck. And then we have triple copies of Corruptor Ibly. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one Link monster in your graveyard, special summon it to your field, so it points to this card. Alright, well, we're not going to do that. Alright? When this card is special summon, you cannot special summon monsters except for Link monsters. Alright? If this card in its owner's control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field in defense position. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Corruptor Ibly once per turn. So, Hey, look, it's 0 attack and it puts itself onto the opponent's field. What does Chaos Max do? I do double trample! Yay! We also have triple copies of Blue-Eyes White Dragon. Keep in mind we need these in the deck for the ARA. If you draw these, there's nothing you can do about it except for, you know, ritual summon through Chaos Max, or Chaos form. Alright. Triple copies of Blue-Eyes Chaos Dragon. So you can ritual summon this card with Chaos form. Must be ritual summon. Alright. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card was ritual summoned using a Blue-Eyes White Dragon, when it declares an attack, you can change the battle positions of many monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, the attack and defense of those monsters become 0. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Not quite as good as his brother here, but his brother knows what he's doing. Triple copies of Chaos Max Dragon. Ritual summon this card with Chaos form. Must be ritual summon. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage to the opponent. Alright, you know what that means? 4K over a 0 monster is in fact 8,000 damage. That is in fact lethal in the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! We also have triple copies of the Child Slime. So the thing we care about with this, you can reveal this, discard a card, and if you do special summon an incantation monster from your deck, during your end phase, you're going to lose 2,500 life points if you do not special summon a ritual monster this turn. After this effect resolves. You can send 1 incantation card from your hand or face up in the field to the graveyard, target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy it. That's your ritual-based effect. Never going to come up, but you are able to use this as your tutoring engine for your armada of stupid good cards. Oh, by the way, these all lock your extra deck. I need to bring that back up here too. So we have triple copies of Advanced Ritual Art. We're going to be using this to fuel our big old dragons. Alright, yay, generic ritual spells. Then we have triple copies of Book of Eclipse. This is going to do the exact same thing that we're hoping that these other things are going to accomplish here. On an Omni field, you're going to use this to flip down everything, and you're going to laugh at your opponent as you summon big beat sticks. Literally the most basic deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Chaos form. This card can be used to ritual summon any Chaos or Black Soul Luster ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field, and or banish Blue-Eyes or Dark Magician from your graveyard, whose total level equal the level of the Chaos or Black Luster ritual monster that you're attempting to summon. Cool thing is, getting that banish gives you kind of like the free advanced ritual summon, so that's kind of some free real estate there. We also have triple copies of Extra Foolish Barrel, pay half your life points, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, so we can actually drop the Herald, which will give us a search. We have triple copies of Nadir's Servant, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard to add 1 Dogmatica or Fallen Albaz monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, with less attack, or attack less than or equal to the sent monster. I really wish we could send this, but alas, we're just going to go throw ints to go add Maximus. And then we have triple copy of Preparation, search this, do our other things with the ritual spells. Extra here we have 1 Scare Garden, 1 Owl Mirage. The triple Link Disciple, remember this is 1 level 4 lower Cyberse monster, so you can clear out your Ibli to make this, hand this on over to your opponent, and then you get to tribute off your incantations that are just staring at you, and then continue on with comboing. Alright, we have 1 copy of Omega, triple copies of Herald, 2 copies of the Skull Warrior, triple copies of the Unitas, and then 1 copy of the Chimera Tech. I assume Cyber Dragon's a big issue. Keep in mind that this is on Dueling Nexus. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to think about this, but I do think that this deck is particularly cheesy. I like little cool things like this. And as I said, that this is the most basic of OTKs that are available to you just in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if you're at a starting point and you want to get a little bit more advanced, I guess, just Chaos Max Go Burr over 0 defense position monsters. So guys, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you guys don't miss out on any future content. And I will see your beautiful faces later on in the day. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.